Alright, so this is what I've been doing for the past few years at this point. Trying to reverse the decimation as soon as I recognized it was actually happening. I'm not the only one. I was contacted by the Avengers. They said they were wanting my help, and then they started trying to kill me, or do worse. And then my younger self got kidnapped to the future. Apparently he'd been kidnapped here since January of 2019, and that in and of itself was a big problem. Whether or not he's actually here or subducted into like this sort of sub-reality, which has been like it's partial reality, is debatable. But either way, I know that his mind isn't completely full because it is based off of a mind print of myself from the near future, overlaid over myself from when I was a kid. So at 9, I was kidnapped April 25th, 1995, give or take a day or so. And so that's the version of me in the present, if that's true. I mean, the other version of me. There might be more, because I seem to be the target of the decimation of Thanos. And when I say that, I mean subconsciously. Because, well, it's hitting everyone equally. So everyone's kind of the target. But, I don't know, it feels like what everyone went through at one point is blaming themselves for it. And I think that's part of the decimation itself. Or maybe it's just survivor's guilt. You see someone turn to dust in front of you, what do you expect reality to do? What do you expect the police to do? I mean, if it wasn't covered up by them, it was covered up by the federal authorities. I remember talking about it to people when I was in jail, and I was put in jail for false someone put false testimony in against me. I didn't do anything wrong. I was a journalist. I was trying to follow up with someone I knew who had been a victim of human trafficking, and they lied to the cops because they weren't a victim. I mean, they were a victim, and then they decided they were going to become a human trafficker. And so they made up a bunch of crap. I was in jail for nearly a year, and the cover-up has been pretty full-scale, to the point where there are UFOs over basically every single U.S. city, and they keep calling them drones. Because that's the thing, they put drones up in the sky after the UFOs basically... I mean, they're still there too, but like the drones have been like the cover-up, the UFOs were real. And continue to be. I mean, like I've got photos going back to 1940s. I mean, these are the same UFOs that were spotted over World War II, the same kind. The same ones that the Majestic 12 had these conversations with about Nikola Tesla. These are actual aliens from the Sirius system. Sirus. Sirius Beta, second planet from that star. Or at least that's what they told me. They've been kind of going through in-betweens, other alien species, other alien races, but all of them seem to be projected, at least towards this planet, from the temporal future relative to here. And part of that is because of the way that space travel works. Faster than light travel, you go faster than light, you're going to arrive before you're supposed to. So if they're reaching the Earth from the Sirius system, and they're going the short way, it's time travel. So there's other factors to it, but I think the center point is the decimation of Thanos, because that was one of the few moments where I saw actual, that was the first time in years that I'd seen actual transgression into this reality from an unreal thing, which is, say, people actually turning to dust out of nowhere. But one thing I've noticed is that if you cover your head, your thoughts tend to be a little bit clearer. Part of that might be because it's radio signals from those ships